Welcome to Sassy Silver Screen. It was a slow resurrection for cinema after the pandemic lockdowns, but movies are now getting back into full swing. 2022 treated us to some real gems such as the dazzling Elvis biopic and the long-awaited Avatar 2: Way of Water. 2023 promises to be yet another fantastic year for movie lovers. A slew of sequels, stories based on real life, and sizzling original ideas await us all. And where better to find the top most anticipated movies of 2023 than right here with us at Sassy Silver Screen. So let's dive right in. Number 10, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Things I can't explain. And I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe.
Harrison Ford returns for one final performance in the iconic role, this time under the direction of James Mangold. Mangold is the mastermind behind the 2017 critically acclaimed Logan. He brings a brand new perspective to the series, taking Indy on a thrilling new adventure. While it may be the first film in the series without the involvement of Spielberg and Lucas, rest assured that the spirit of Indiana Jones remains intact. One of the most loved franchises of all time says goodbye in June of this year, and we're sure that it's going to be an epic film to close off the daring legend of Indy. Number 9, John Wick Chapter 4.
You ready, John? Yeah.
The legend of John Wick continues. A man who was once known only as the best hitman in the business now has a name that strikes fear in the hearts of all who cross him. In John Wick Chapter 4, Keanu Reeves returns as the legendary assassin. He's back, and this time the stakes are higher than ever before.
Only comes after a good life.
Directed by Chad Stahelski, the mastermind behind the previous John Wick films, this fourth installment promises to deliver non-stop, heart-pumping action. And with a cast that includes Ian McShane, Halle Berry, and Lawrence Fishburne, you know you're in for a wild ride. We're waiting for March to come around to witness the greatest revenge story ever told as John Wick takes on his toughest challenge yet. And for those who want a throwback, who doesn't love seeing Reeves along Lawrence Fishburne one more time?
I am Morpheus. It's an honor to meet you.
And speaking of happy reunions, leave us a like below so we know to come back with similar content for you to enjoy. Number 8, Cocaine Bear.
No, don't eat that, don't eat that.
Now, the only thing that can match John Wick's action quota this year is the true story of a black bear in 1985 that just couldn't get his act together. Who doesn't want to watch people fight off a giant black bear filled with a duffel bag's worth of powdered naughties?
We have such good luck in nature.
Directed and co-produced by Elizabeth Banks and written by Jimmy Warden, we see a unique take on this unbelievable true story. Get ready for a wild ride as Banks brings in her signature style of humor and heart to this dark comedy thriller. And with a cast featuring the talented likes of Kerry Russell and O'Shea Jackson Jr., this film definitely promises to be a thrilling and entertaining journey, and we're really keen to know just how well it's going to hold up to that promise. It's also the last performance of the late Ray Liotta, who passed away in May 2022. He's known for one of the suavest performances ever brought to the big screen.
Fly down to some customers I had near Atlanta.
So we're expecting to see a more layered film here than the zany title suggests. We definitely have our fingers crossed for this one, hoping it's worth our time. Number 7, Fast X.
You will never be able to break my family.
Is it Fast X or is it Fast 10? Anyway, this highly anticipated film is the 10th main installment of the legendary Fast and the Furious franchise and the follow-up to the blockbuster hit F9. And leading the charge is the all-star cast that we all know from the franchise, including Vin Diesel, Jason Statham, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, Chris Ludacris Bridges, and a whole bunch of other people that are way too many for us to list. Even Cardi B makes an appearance in this one.
He's trying to tear us apart.
As usual, with the fate of the world on the line, Dominic and his crew must seek help in their fight against evil. This film promises high-octane action and non-stop thrills that will keep you on the edge of your seat.
What do you think?
It's showtime. Here we go.
With an estimated budget of $340 million, Fast X is the 5th most expensive film ever made, and it's set to hit theaters on May 19th. This film is the continuation of the main series, and plans for a final installment are already in development. Are you ready for the ultimate adrenaline rush? We are. Number 6, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. The wait is finally over, Mario fans. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is here, and it's ready to take us on a wild ride through the Mushroom Kingdom. But is it everything we've been hoping for? Some fans were thrilled to see the beloved Mario characters coming to life. But some of us are a bit skeptical about the casting choices, especially Chris Pratt as Mario. The decision not to use Charles Martinet's traditional thick Italian accent as Mario was also met with mixed reactions.
My brother touched my figurines in the midst of an active campaign.
Voice acting is a bit of a mixed bag, so we won't know if it's good until we actually see the movie. And with so many different versions recorded for each scene, it's hard to know what the final product will be like. In the end, Super Mario Bros. Movie is a bit of a wild card. With its all-star cast, talented directors, and innovative productions process, it could be a smash hit or a complete flop. Only time will tell. Anyway, the movie's in theaters on April 7th, so make sure you're there to see it. So how do you like the list of our top 10 most anticipated movie picks of 2023? Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Number 5, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. The multiverse is in peril, and the Spider People are its only hope. Again. But this time, it's not Peter Parker, but Miles Morales and the new Spider-Force who are taking on this dangerous mission. We're hoping this animated universe of the MCU is just as epic as the others.
That he feels like he belongs wherever he wants to be.
Across the Spider-Verse is the second installment of the animated universe, and we're reunited with Miles Morales, a teenage superhero from Brooklyn. He's just trying to navigate his own life when he's approached by the one person he never expected to see again. But you're gonna have to find out who that is when you watch the movie.
How have you been? It's a long story.
Is this the room you grew up in?
We also get to know Gwen Stacy, aka Spider-Woman, and Miles' best friend and love interest. Together, they embark on a journey across the multiverse to save every universe of Spider People from a mysterious new villain. I wonder who it is this time. And while Pixar are amazing at what they do, it's nice to see an animation team do something outside of the box sometimes. With the first one sitting at 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, we can't wait for another trippy, exciting story as Miles Morales clashes webs with the multiverse's Spider People. Coming to the screen this June. Number 4, Wonka. We're not getting as many Willy Wonka films as we've been getting Spider-Man movies, but it still feels like a lot. There have been so many notable actors that have played Wonka, such as the late Gene Wilder in the 1971 Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Standard form of contract. Don't talk to me about contract.
And of course, Johnny Depp in the 2005 Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Good morning, Starshine.
This 2023 version is the prequel to Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory tale, and it promises us something new. 27-year-old Timothée Chalamet plays the young chocolate enthusiast in this musical fantasy that takes us on a journey through Wonka's early days. Wonka promises to be a visual feast with a memorable score and an unforgettable performance by Chalamet, but you'll have to wait until December. Alright, now before we get into our top 3, hit subscribe to make sure you're always up to date on everything movie related with Sassy Silver Screen. Go ahead, hit the button, subscribe, there you go. Number 3, The Little Mermaid. And of course this list would not be complete without a Disney film being mentioned. A story that we have grown up with and know all the songs by heart to is in our top 3 in terms of expectations, and we have high ones for this film. Halle Bailey brings her talent and grace to the role of Ariel, the youngest daughter of King Triton, played by the talented Javier Bardem. Ariel's journey from the sea to the human world is one of love, adventure, and self-discovery, as she falls deeply in love with the handsome Prince Eric, portrayed by Jonah Hauer-King. But of course, the road to happiness is filled with challenges as she comes face to face with the scheming sea witch, Ursula, played by the comedic genius Melissa McCarthy.
My dear, sweet child.
With its all-star cast, talented creative team, and breathtaking visuals, The Little Mermaid is set to be the event of the year. It has received critical acclaim for its diverse casting, including the hiring of Halle Bailey as Ariel, which has sparked important conversations about representation in the media. So don't miss your chance to be a part of the magic and be swept away to the underwater world of The Little Mermaid this coming May.
Part of that world.
Number 2, Killers of the Flower Moon. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up for the latest cinematic offering from the legendary Martin Scorsese. With a star-studded cast that includes Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, Jesse Plemons, Lily Gladstone, and Brendan Fraser, you'd expect this movie to be an absolute hit, right? Well, it looks kinda complicated. Okay. Let's start with the good. The premise is intriguing. A series of mysterious murders in 1920s Oklahoma, sparked by the discovery of oil on tribal land and leading to a major FBI investigation. Of course, who doesn't love a good Western crime drama? But here's where things get a little tricky. First off, the budget. $200 million for a film shot in Oklahoma? I mean, I get it. Martin Scorsese is a visionary, but that's a lot of money to throw at a movie. And what did we get for that hefty investment? Well, let's just say we're hoping the film is worth it. This film marks the 7th collaboration between Scorsese and DiCaprio, and the 11th between Scorsese and De Niro. We really want to find out if they're just going through the motions or if the chemistry will actually show up on camera. So in conclusion, while Killers of the Flower Moon is based on a horrific true story and a best-selling book, we really hope it lives up to its massive budget and its star-studded cast. That's why it's on our list, because we really want to find out. And now for number 1 on our top most anticipated films of 2023. Number 1, Dune Part 2. Are you ready for a thrilling journey to the universe of Dune? This is the highly anticipated sequel to the epic science fiction film that captivated audiences in 2021. Appearing for a second time on our list, Timothée Chalamet plays Paul Atreides and continues his journey with Shanae and the Fremen on their quest for revenge against the conspirators who destroyed his family. With the fate of the known universe at stake, Paul must navigate a difficult choice between the love of his life and the future he seeks to prevent. Part 2 brings together an all-star cast including Rebecca Ferguson, Josh Brolin, Zendaya, Javier Bardem, and none other than Austin Butler. Not only is this highly anticipated among sci-fi fans, but it's also a must-see for Austin Butler fans who were blown away by his performance as Elvis in the 2022 biopic.
Came to the right place. Looking for trouble?
With breathtaking action, mind-bending visuals, and a captivating story, Dune Part 2 is set to be one of the most exciting science fiction films of 2023. So don't miss the chance to experience this epic journey on November 3rd. Alright, that wraps up our list of the most anticipated films we want to see in 2023. Which of these are you looking forward to seeing the most? Are there any on your radar we might have missed? Let us know in the comments so we can review those also. And we're keeping the Marvel movies and the final Magic Mike film on our radar too. Stay tuned for that video. If you enjoyed this list from Sassy Silver Screen, hit the subscribe button for more content coming very soon. I'll catch you in the next one.